Okay, this is the lesson 7 prerequisite review, numbers 39 through 42. In number 39, I think the first thing we need to do is simplify the ugly fraction. Remember that to divide by any fraction, you can instead multiply by its reciprocal. So we can rewrite this as 1 minus x squared times y squared over x squared. And when we multiply those two fractions, we should see that we'll have x squared y squared over x squared. So the x squareds are going to end up canceling out, and we're left with 1 minus y squared. And that is factorable, but there's no point in factoring it because it's not going to cancel out with anything in a denominator, and it really just looks simpler written this way. For number 40 and 41, this is just FOIL with ugly fractions and ugly binomials, but it's the same process. So we'll take the first product, 1 times 1 over x, plus 1 times y over x, minus y times 1 over x, which is y over x, minus y times y over x, which is y squared over x. And all 4 of those fractions have a common denominator, which is handy. The middle 2 terms are opposites. We have plus y over x minus y over x. So those 2 terms can be eliminated, and if we combine the outer 2 fractions as a single fraction, we have 1 minus y squared over x. Again, I could factor 1 minus y squared. It's a difference of 2 squares, but that wouldn't allow me to reduce the fraction in any way, so I'll leave it written this way. For number 41, go ahead and FOIL out this product. We have 1 over x times 1 over y, so that's 1 over xy. 1 over x times 1 is 1 over x. Y over x times 1 over y is y over xy. And minus y over x times 1 is minus y over x. So if you look at it right here, it's not obvious whether anything cancels out necessarily, but if I rewrite the second fraction, instead of 1 over x, multiply by y over y, and we have y over xy. And the last fraction, if I multiply by y over y, I'll have y squared over xy. And now I can see that the middle 2 terms, we have a plus 1 over xy and a minus 1 over xy. So those 2 middle fractions cancel, and the outside fractions with their common denominator can be written 1 minus y squared over xy. I could factor the difference of 2 squares, but it wouldn't do me any good. It wouldn't cause any common factors to cancel out, so I'll just leave it written that way. For number 42, you could do this in a different order, but I'm just going to go ahead and stick with doing the FOIL factor or FOIL multiplying first. So the product of those 2 binomials is 1 plus 1 over y minus y minus y over y. And then we still have a times y to multiply by afterwards. If I look closely, I see I have a 1 minus y over y. Y over y is 1. So these 2 terms here cancel out. And in the middle, I still have my 1 over y minus y times y. That quantity needs to be multiplied by y, so now I'll distribute y times those 2 terms, and I end up with y over y minus y squared. So the final answer is 1 minus y squared. Just to put it in here, if you wanted to go at this a different way and multiply by that y first, keep in mind you could multiply it by one of those binomials, but you would not be distributing it to both of them. You would just multiply 1 plus 1 over y by the y. So I'd have 1 minus y, and then this binomial would become y plus, if I take y times 1 over y, that's y over y, so it's a 1. And the product here gives me y plus 1 minus y squared minus 1. Minus y, that is. There we go. And now my y's will cancel, and I'm left with 1 minus y squared. So that would be an alternate way to approach that product.